Hey everyone, it's Sky here and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you're new. So a company called Everydayedeals reached out to me and asked if I would like to review one of their products. So this company dabbles in quite a few different products. I chose a paint by number kit because I enjoy doing paint by numbers and it's super fun to watch a time-lapse version of them. And the one that I chose is also going to double as my grandpa's Christmas present, and he's always the hardest to shop for, so I'm really happy that I have his present off the list, so kind of a double win there. Alright, so this is how they sent it. Now, already I have to admit that this is not very sturdy. It's just in a plastic bag here. I'm hoping everything is okay. I'm not sure where this came from, whether it was the US or Canada. I think it was the US actually, because the lady gave me a US tracking number, I believe, but I could be wrong. So yeah, it doesn't feel like it's very protected, so hopefully it's okay. I guess we'll find out. Let's go ahead and open it. Alright, so this is everything we have to work with. So we've got the canvas here. We've got our colors here. And then we've got some paint brushes. So let's go ahead and unroll the canvas. This is a lot more intricate than I thought it would be, so it's going to take me a while to finish this. They do roll the canvas up with a little foam roller thingy here. And then they've got just instructions for use. Apply the appropriate paints according to the corresponding area label. Pay attention, this product only contains all the relevant accessories except the frame, which needs to be created by the buyer themselves. Due to the long logistics transportation time, we have adopted a specific way of packaging to avoid, but cannot completely guarantee, no creases. So if the canvas you receive has creases or folds, please smooth the canvas before painting or iron it with an ironing machine before painting. Okay, well that's an issue because I don't have an iron and this is pretty wrinkled, so that's a little bit annoying, I'm not gonna lie. If the numerical code of the auxiliary drawing cannot be clearly identified, please contact our customer service to provide the electronic version of the line drawing so that you can identify the selection. That's interesting. Okay. Acrylic paint is easy to dry, so if it is not needed, please close the lid to avoid the pigment drying and hardening. If acrylic paint is dry, you can add 1 to 2 drops of light agent or water into the pigment, stir well, and then use it without adding more water. As for light color, you can first paint the numbers with white paint, then paint them or apply a layer of paint, then apply another layer of color after it dries. The oil painting will have a better effect. For completed digital oil paintings, please dry the paint on the canvas in time to prevent the paint fading to reveal the numbers below to make the paint discoloration. All right. Okay, and they do include a small picture, so this is the one that I picked out. So it's gonna be fun. It's not extremely as detailed as the first one that I was going to review from the company Winnie's Picks. That one was insane. This one looks not too bad. So I don't have an iron, but I'm hoping that maybe a blow dryer will work to kind of uncrease this, and I'll probably just like lay some books over top of it. But this is what the canvas looks like. Little tiny spots on the bottom. I've got some larger ones in around the top, which is awesome. and here are the paints. So quite a few for this picture. Hopefully there'll be enough. Just pretty much generic paints. These are always hard to open, which is good. That means that they are airtight and your paint's going to stay good. And then they've given us 3 paintbrushes and then some hanging mechanisms here if you wanted to hang your picture after. Like it said in that pamphlet, you would have to frame it yourself. Apologies if you can hear dogs barking. Gonna get rid of these plastic bits here. So I do like this. They give you 3 different paint brushes. The brushes have a plastic barrel. So the last paint by number I reviewed, I didn't like that it was wood because the wood just stays damp. So this is a lot better. I like the plastic. So we've got a flat brush, and then we have 2 kind of smaller detail brushes. And this one's really tiny, which is really helpful. It's always good to have brushes like this. So I'm really happy that they sent a variation of different brushes, which is awesome. So that's everything that the kit comes with. I'm going to let this sit for a couple days and then come back to it. I do want to state that I'm not getting paid for this. They sent me this product for free to review for you guys, so I'm going to give you guys my honest opinion. For now, my honest opinion is I like the brushes. The paints will tell, and then the canvas I'm not very impressed with, I'm not gonna lie. This just seems a little, I feel like their packaging could definitely be better. Yeah.
Many months later. So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Right, hey everyone, it's me from the future. So this video has been a long time coming. I started working on it quite a while ago with unboxing. And then me and my infinite wisdom ended up putting all of the paints and stuff in one of my HP Instant Ink boxes that I for some reason thought I threw out. So I've been spending some time going through the art room and I finally found it. I don't even know how long it's been. I will have to look at the footage from when I started recording this video to find out. So yeah, originally my plan was to color this for my grandpa for Christmas, but it is currently the 8th of December right now. I don't think I'm gonna have this done in time for Christmas, and I kind of figured that I wouldn't find this paint anyways, so I did go ahead and get him a different Christmas present anyways, but maybe if I have enough time, I will do this up for his birthday or something. We'll have to see. But I'm not going to have enough time to fully paint this. If I ever do, then I will try to record it and put up a speed paint or like time lapse of it. But I figured it would be fun to swatch the colors because I know that's always super relaxing, and we will end the review with that. I'll let you know what I think about their brushes, their paints, and yeah, I think that's kind of what we'll do. And then I will get this review up for them because I feel so bad that it's been so long. And I probably mentioned in the unboxing part of this video that everything would be in the description down below, but definitely feel free to go check out the description down below in case I didn't say that already. So yeah, let's get into swatching. All right, so here are the color swatches. So I always find it really important to swatch colors for paint by numbers, or realistically anything you're working on. That way if you run out of paint, or you know, you've already mixed paint and you have to put it away, then you at least have a reference to go by so you can remix your paint. Or in a paint by number sense, you can mix a similar color of paint. You have this to go by. So I find that really helpful. I can't say whether or not the paint was super thick when they sent this to me, because I wasn't able to swatch them right away, and then, like I said, I ended up losing them. So however long it's been since I got this, it does seem like the paints are fairly thick. Now, they could have sent them to me that way, or they might be starting to kind of dry up, which is really unfortunate, but again, my fault. I definitely don't think that anybody should be buying paint by numbers and then put them away for a month or two and expect the paint to be the same quality as when you first got it. I feel like there's a certain amount of time in which is probably optimal to complete a paint by numbers, and I've probably already exceeded that amount of time. The paint being thick, sorry about the scratching, Stitch is getting water, and he seems to think that if he digs at it, it's fresher or something, I'm not sure. Oh, the paint consistency right now is not a huge issue for me because I could easily thin it with some water. So that to me is totally fine. They're not completely dried up. They don't look like there's chunks dried in them or anything. So they are definitely for sure still usable. Just by using a little bit of water again to thin them out, or a paint thinner or something like that. So onto the brushes. They did send 3 different brushes. This is the flat brush, so you can get a fairly decent area. It would be totally fine working in larger areas. I'd probably like even a larger brush than this though. So it would have been nice if they had 4 brushes, had like a large one, because although there's not a whole lot of large areas for my picture specifically, there is quite a few, especially up in like the sky area here. There's large chunks. All of this square is 9. 9 over here, this large area. So yeah, maybe a thicker brush would have been nicer, or nice to have as well in addition to, but this one is pretty good. The kind of medium one, I can't say I'm a fan of this one. It does have, I don't know if the camera can kind of catch it, but it kind of like curves a little bit, which I found a little bit annoying, even just trying to do like this straight line. So I probably wouldn't even bother using this one anyways, even if it was straight, because I feel like between this brush and then the small little detail one, which looks like this, I feel like that's probably all you need. This is perfect for getting into these tiny little areas, like right here. I don't even know what number this is. I think it says 14. It's just a tiny little spot, and this is perfect for that. So I'm really glad that they included a tiny little brush like this. So I think between the 2 brushes, I would actually get rid of this one completely and have like a thicker one. So yeah, I would have 2 flat brushes, a thicker one, this one, and then this little detail brush. That would have been perfect for me. I have my own paintbrushes though, so I probably wouldn't even use these anyways, because I'm not gonna lie, they are a little bit cheap, but that's usually what you get for paint by numbers. So definitely not knocking it, that's just what's to be expected. But yeah, I would probably just use my own paintbrushes because I find it easy. However, I don't think I have a paintbrush this small. I might, but I don't think I do. So I'm definitely keeping this one. Yeah, all in all, without actually completing the picture, I can say I am quite impressed for the paint by numbers for the price. And I'm going to put a lot of emphasis on for the price, because they are very, I don't want to say cheap because that sounds wrong, but they are very inexpensive. I think if I had to pick apart one thing, it would be their packaging. I do remember it came in kind of like a, not even like a bubble mailer from what I remember. It was, I'll have to go back and look at the footage, but I'm pretty sure it was just like a normal like shipping bag kind of thing. And I feel like for a paint by number, it's probably not the best to ship them. Even if they went, I'm going to bring Winnie's picks into this review because that was the last paint by number I reviewed. Even if they went kind of similar to what Winnie's Picks does and roll everything up nicely into a tube, that would be awesome. Or even if they shipped it like they did, but had kind of like a smaller tube to roll this into, that would have been nicer. It would have been a lot easier to get it to lay flat even with it being rolled. I feel like this, even though I've had it sitting forever, it's still crinkled. It's wrinkled here from being kind of like bent in shipping, so that's really unfortunate. If you had an iron, you could easily iron that out like it said in the instructions, but I don't. So this is the flattest I could get it, and even then it is not the best, so that is a bit unfortunate. But I think overall, I definitely feel like this is a brand that I would definitely try out once. If I don't ever get along to doing this picture, I might just go ahead and look for kind of like an easier one, just a quick one that I could do to kind of test. So yeah, if that ever happens, keep an eye out for it, but we'll see. But I think I'm going to end the review here. Everything you guys need will be down in the description below. Huge thanks again to Bella from Everydayedeals for asking me to review this paint by number. Huge apologies for the long delay in getting it up there, but it's up there now, so hopefully that's okay. Alright, anyways guys, I hope you've enjoyed. Let me know if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. If you've ever bought from these guys, I would also love to know what your guys' thoughts were on everything, so leave that down in the comments as well. But I'm going to end it here. Thanks again so much, and hopefully I will see you guys next time. Alright, bye!